While I may not have defended the 50 Shades of Grey movie that much, but how well can I defend its sequel? Prepare yourselves as I review 50 Shades Darker. Bad Days, Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Duel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2017 erotic romantic drama flick 50 Shades Darker, released by Universal, directed by James Foley, written by Neil Leonard, based on E.L. James' 2012 novel of the same name, the second installment of the 50 Shades film series, starring Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan back as Anastasia Steele and Christian Grey, along with Eric Johnson, Eloise Mumford, Bella Heathcote, Rita Ora, Luke Grimes, Victor Ressick, Kim Bassinger, and Marcia Gay Harden. Now, despite this film didn't make as much as its predecessor, it still was a success. But like its predecessor, it got dissed and what have you, so let's get into the story. Now, first, if you haven't seen my review of 50 Shades of Grey yet, click on that card. And it'll take you to the and you can go to watch that review before I get into this one, in case you might have missed it, or if you would like to see it again. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm still a little under the weather though. So I'm gonna try and do as best as I can on the story. After Anastasia Steele left Christian Grey, he has nightmares about his abusive childhood. Meanwhile, Anna begins a new job as an assistant to Jack Hyde, an editor at Seattle Independent Publishing, whose last three assistants all quit when only 18 months without notice. Anna runs into Christian at the opening of her friend Jose Rodriguez's photography exhibit. She is dismayed Christian bought all of his portraits of her. Christian wants her back and agrees to her no rules, no punishments, and no more secrets terms. He also tells her that his birth mother was a crack addicted sex worker. As Jack and Anna head for an after work drink, she is approached on the street by a young woman resembling her. Christian arrives at the bar and is cool towards Jack, then quickly departs with Anna. She dismisses Christian's warning about his reputation and is annoyed that he is considering buying SIP. Jack tells Anna he expects her to accompany him on a New York Book Expo trip, but after speaking with Christian, she agrees not to go. Shortly after, Anna again sees the same woman watching them from afar. Christian avoids answering about her identity, but later explains she is Layla Williams, a former submissive. After her contract ended, she wanted more, but he didn't. Lila married a man who later died, causing a nervous breakdown. She has been stalking him ever since. Prior to the Gray family's annual charity ball, Christian takes Anna to Clava, excuse me, mispronounced it, Esclava, a beauty salon owned by Elena Lincoln, a family friend. She is also Christian's former dominant, who introduced him to the BDSM lifestyle by sexually assaulting him when he was a minor. Anna is furious that Christian took her there and that they are business partners after all that. At the ball, Christian's sister Mia mentions that he was expelled from four different schools for brawling. Christian tells Anna that his biological mother overdosed and died. He was alone with her body for 3 days before being taken to the hospital where Dr. Grace Trevelyan Gray worked. She cared for and later adopted the young boy. During the ball, Anna rebuffs Elena's demand that she leave Christian, warning Elena to stay away. Arriving home, she and Christian discover Layla has vandalized Anna's car. When Anna tells Jack she won't be attending the expo with him, he attempts to sexually assault her while they are alone at work, but she evades him and escapes. Christian exerts his influence to have Jack fired, and Anna is promoted to acting editor in his place. Christian asks Anna to move in with him, and she agrees. At Anna's apartment, Layla, there waiting for her, threatens her with a gun. Christian and his driver, for Jason Taylor, also his bodyguard, enter and Christian disarms Layla by becoming her dominant once more. Anna, deeply disturbed seeing his need to be dominant, leaves, returning several hours later to his apartment. Christian is furious at her unexpected absence, but Anna needs time to consider their relationship. He, distraught at the idea of Anna leaving him, submissively drops to his knees, confessing he is not a dominant, but a sadist who enjoys hurting women who look like his birth mother, like Anna. He insists he wants to change. Christian later proposes, but Anna needs more time to consider this before accepting. Alright, now for the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Christian leaves on a business trip piloting his old helicopter. An engine failure occurs over Mount St. Helens, forcing him to ditch the craft in a heavily forested area. A massive search and rescue ensues. As Anna fearfully awaits news, he arrives home safely. Anna, realizing how much she loves him, accepts his marriage proposal. At Christian's birthday, Elena accuses Anna of being a gold digger. Anna orders her to stop interfering. Christian overhears and dismissively tells Elena she taught him how to F dash dash dash. I'm keeping that clean since I didn't give you anybody a warning of this having language and what have you, okay? Well, Anna taught him how to love. Grace overhears the conversation and demands Elena leave for good. Christian also cuts all ties with her. Later that evening, Christian formally proposes to Anna, this time with a ring, and she accepts. As fireworks erupt in the sky, Jack Hyde watches the festivities from afar, silently swearing revenge against them. End of story. So what did I think of 50 Shades Darker? Well, I kind of in ways like this a little more than the first film, but I understand why everybody had dissed it and what have you. The negative reviews it received was for its screenplay, acting, and narrative, but there was some of the performance received some praise. So anyway, it was still a, a fair sequel. Not great though, but it tried to do its extreme best. Danny Elfman's back to doing the score, and it also included some songs, including Not Afraid Anymore by Halsey and I Don't Want to Live Forever by Zayn and Taylor Swift. Really something. Now, as for our cast, aside from Dakota Johnson playing Anna again and Jamie Dornan playing Christian again, we have Eric Johnson as Jack Hyde, not bad. Eloise Mumford as Kate Kavanaugh. Bella Heathcote plays Layla, who isn't too bad. Rhea Ora plays Christian's sister Mia. Jennifer L is back as Carla, but however she appears in the unrated version, not the theatrical version. I have not seen the unrated cut. I've only seen the theatrical cut. Luke Grimes plays Elliot, Christian's older brother. Victor Russick plays Jose. Let's see, Max Martin plays Jason Taylor, Christian's bodyguard. Let's see. Bruce Altman plays Jerry Roach, the president of SIP. Kim Basinger plays Elena Lincoln. And Marcia Gay Harden once again plays Christian's adopted mother, Grace. Well, they weren't all that bad. I understand why everybody wasn't too thrilled with it. The film received 9 Razzies, but it only won 2 of them. Worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel, and worst supporting actress for Basinger. Dornan and Johnson, plus the film itself, was nominated for Worst Actress, Worst Actor, and Worst Picture, but they lost. Anyway, It opened up the same time we got the Lego Batman movie and John Wick Chapter 2. It did fine, one of you, but even though it didn't really receive as much as its predecessor, it went on to make 381 million worldwide. It made 114 million in the US and Canada, while it made 266 million overseas. It's more low on the tomato meter than its predecessor, with a mere 11%. As Rotten Tomatoes says, it's lacking enough chemistry, heat, or narrative friction to satisfy. This limp film wants to be kinky, but only serves as its own form of punishment. However, Cinema Score did give this a B plus, which is an improvement over the C plus its predecessor got. So I am gonna say it's not completely bad, completely, but well, I just feel like it did have a little bit of hot stuff to it, well, to redeem itself. But I just don't think it's worth checking out unless you are a hardcore completionist of the 50 Shades series. So it's kind of a draw between a first time watch or and avoid it. You be the judge. The film got released in February of 2017. When it got released, there was also an unrated cut, and the final installment of the trilogy was filmed back to back with this, and that, of course, was 50 Shades Freed, which would be released February of the following year, which, of course, I'll be reviewing that for its 5-year anniversary next time. So, overall, I would say a one time watch or avoid it. If you're not into melodramas or what have you like this, then I'd say don't bother with it. But 50 Shades Darker, I kind of find it to be my favorite of the three. Well, the top one. So, anyway, but you be the judge. So what are your thoughts on 50 Shades Darker? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my review of 50 Shades Freed. Thanks for watching. If you like this, check out these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of one film that may not be a melodrama, but it's got a little bit of romance, action, and comedy. Shotgun Wing, which is a spoiler-free review. The upper right-hand corner is my review of another pretty good film that, wow, was pretty fun and what have you. But again, may not be no melodrama. It's a fun film romantic comedy though, and that was Wedding Crashers. Or if you would like, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review for American Beauty. Yeah, I'm just gonna recommend most of what I referred to you last time. In the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.